But now let me specify about time.
Time.
Time is currency. And we need to understand that in order for a relationship to build, you need to invest the time. Um, and some people, my husband's like, he says the saying that don't waste my time. Time you can't get back. You probably can build up your money, but you can never get back time. And we all have the same 24 hours of the day. So you need to make time for us. We are somebody that is just our career. Your career is one thing, but I just want you to know that your relationship and the home and your presence being there is so the glue of keeping it together. Because the things that you can do, and to ensure this, please get your pen and paper out, is turn off the electronics. Have certain times. What are
I'm
you laughing at?
I'm just saying. Now, when you're telling, as you're
Let
saying,
me
you're okay.
finish. Turn off the electronics. Give each other the undivided attention they deserve. Um, Eat dinners together or
Okay.
lunches together.
Nothing wrong with
Um,
food.
and cuddle. And sometimes the cuddling
But
leads to sex.
what's cuddling?
And listen to each other.
Now, what do you mean by cuddling? Was it? See, cuddling to
Just
you?
like my necklace, it's a turtle, slow and steady. It doesn't always have to be
House?
fast.
No, no, I understand it, but cuddling is a dynamic that is different based upon the relationship. Now, one of the things that Cheryl is sharing tonight that is vehemently true is that there are times, if you really want to be focused on each other, that there are times that you have to, turn off the technology. You have to just say, you know, let it rest for a moment as you're navigating this time that you're going to invest in each other. Now, one of the things that I would always say is that I would say a pet peeve for men is that if you want our time, please don't just utilize the time just for your own benefit. It should
Okay,
be
so this was about
oh, I'm sorry.
what women need,
No
what
rebuttal.
women to know. No, it's not a rebuttal. It's what we need to, or you guys to know what we need from you in order for you. You gotta get this like we did. That's why we did the men first, because this will benefit your relationship if you guys get it. And the whole point is that the time that you give in that situation where we need your time, because there is things that in that relationship that we need to know that we matter. And a lot of times when men are outside the home and they're working or whatever the case may be, and women are inside the home working, or the woman is outside the home working and the man is home working, the whole point is that you need to know that we matter. And that quality time and the quantity of your time is needed for us because we need that. Go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure before someone says I'm stepping over my boundary. But what she's saying is true. Quality time is something that quality time. Now, the reason why I'm emphasizing the word quality and as what I'm about to preface and say is that there are times that we can just say we want your time, and it's okay. You want my time. What are you going to utilize for my time? What is the time that I'm giving? And if the time that I'm giving is just to if you can give me an example, just to hold her hand and cuddle in her arms. Now that's a great thing. That's a great time. That's a great time of investment. Now, as she said, that cuddling in the hand can lead to other things. Eventually, it's not about trying to be Speedy Gonzalez, but at the same time should not be wasted by anyone. And quality time is time that you are investing in each other. And my only thing that I would say to not rebuttal what she's saying about spending quality time, making sure that you put the electronics on the side, and you make the eye contact, and you may rub the certain parts of the body, and you give your full attention. See, what you pay attention to is what you allow yourself to actually behold and grow in. And there are times that we have to make sure that whatever time that we're going to invest, especially if you're going to invest in your mate, your partner, your whatever, you have to make sure that that time is not something that's just thrown up as haphazardly. If you're going to spend the time with your person, with your partner, make sure that it's something of quality, make sure it's something of some level of substance, and make sure that there's some level of benefit that benefits each other in that time that you're going to invest with each other.
So the thing is with this, things you can do is make sure that you can be present. That is the main thing for having quality time. And sometimes you have to schedule quality time.
Now, what do you mean by being present? I would love you to elaborate on that for myself and the fellas out there. What do you mean by present?
If she's talking, to be present, like that first show when I felt like you wasn't listening to me, is because the quality time that I was at work all day, and then I came home and I wanted to process my day with you, and I felt like you wasn't listening to me. That is where the quality time needs to be made. Like, we steal time with each other to talk about our day. So what does that mean? That means that you should be listening to me, and I should be listening to you. Now, with women, when we feel like we're not being heard, we're very emotional creatures. So what happens is that we may get hurt, and men get hurt too.
Oh.
But the whole point is that this thing, what I'm talking about, is that the quality time and the quantity of time has to be very much so carved out. Because if we do not carve it out, we can now lose that part and lose just the connection with each other, because we're not putting in the effort to know about this person that we're dealing with. We're humans. We're ever so evolving. We're ever so changing. So we need to plug in to our spouse and see what's happening. Connect with them.
That was good. You just finished up the other points. No, I wanted you to elaborate on what you just did.
What?
In reference to quality time. There were some other points that you were going on for number one before we go on to number two.
That was number two.
That was number two?
Okay, number three. See,